YouTube. Here I am again with an interesting piece. This is a Casio G-Shock. It's called the gbd-200, also called the G-Squad. It comes in this interesting color which is called the lime yellow. So it's a combination of green and yellow. It is quite a fluorescent kind of color, like it really pops and catches your eye. So this series is a sports watch series by Casio, so it's not a dive watch. Nevertheless, I think it's 20 bar water resistant, so it does fulfill at least that requirement to make it to the channel. It caught my eye. I think it's interesting. It's quite affordable, and it's a watch you can wear every day in terms of reliability, in terms of sturdiness, and it is of course shockproof with the this kind of special design that Casio has to put the watches into a shock resistant environment within the case. And that's why, why don't I have a quick look at it. It is pretty light, so below 100 grams. It's full plastic. Actually, it comes with this polyurethane case. So this is a case which is more or less put on top or encases the inner rings of the watch. It has 6 openings and has an octagonal design. So we have more or less 8 sides, you can see. It's not the square G-Shock, it's a bit closer to the Casio oak kind of design, this octagonal design. It has so-called MIP LCD technology, which is, as you can see, and it really catches your eye. It's quite captivating, the LCD. It's not this really kind of blurry or not obvious contrast as you find it still. I mean, even on the Frogman, I find, of course, it's visible, but this has a flatness and a clarity to it that is pretty good. I guess the as you can see, the pixels, probably a high pixel number, so it is it gives this kind of even though you can see the pixels if I zoom in, but it is pretty clear if you look at it. It has a battery life of around about 2 years, and unfortunately it's not a tough solar, which would be added value now. I don't like watches where you need to replace the batteries. We have a lot of functions in terms of the usual functions. This is actually Bluetooth capable, so you can connect it to your phone, and then it will have steps, a kind of step counter, stopwatch, this activity log, which will mainly measure distance and count the steps. Pace, I guess it's for running. These are the Bluetooth functions, connectivity to your phone, so you can receive notifications. Of course, it's not really smartwatch like it. I wouldn't really use it. It's not the best functionality, but okay, it has it. So for emergencies, you could use that. And it has here on the 6 o'clock position, we have a big light button. So when I press that, you can see the light will go on, a high power LED that basically lights up the face, so to be seen at any time. The button is placed in this kind of very accessible front part, so very easy to access and to activate the light, so good for nighttime use. It's a full plastic case. I mean, there is some stainless steel case back that you can see here, and all the wordings there. We have water resistant 20 bar shock absorbing acceleration sensor, so that's for the step counting, etc. But mainly we have a plastic case which is has this interesting middle line, more or less, which results out of these 6 openings of the top case that I mentioned. And we have these different colored buttons for the activities. We have lugs, which look very sturdy with the lug bars. So it can be interchanged. I guess you need a special Allen key with the right size to open that, but wouldn't want to change the strap here anyway. So on this side we have same thing. We have the buttons with a white coloring. This G-Shock is thinner than the usual G-Shock, so this is a point that Casio points out, and I also wanted to achieve that with this design, to have a little bit less top heaviness here. The strap is a polyurethane strap, which is feels very, very nice. It has a texture on the outside, which so I've had this watch on the wrist a couple of times now. Of course, it does attract some kind of dirt. Not the easiest thing to keep clean. Also, the corners of this octagonal watch, if you look closely here, for example, you can see slight kind of orange color there. So I don't know, it gets like caught maybe underneath the cuff or somewhere. These kind of corners of the watch, which it has a lot of corners, even though they're rounded, but it does have this kind of techie look with all kinds of corners, nicks and corners, and a lot of design gone into this, but that kind of catches dirt and grime, so it's difficult to keep it clean, and probably in the long run it will lose some of its attractive yellowish greenish kind of appeal. As mentioned, the rubber strap, so we have a lot of adjustment possibility there. Casio also calls it some kind of sweat dissipator, or kind of function to allow more air underneath the watch. But I think it's for sure very helpful for a neat adjustment. And now let me put it on the wrist. I'm gonna look at the wrist appeal. So there you go. I have an 8-inch wrist, and this is what it looks like. Some of you will say I'm wearing it too tight. That's maybe one of the things. I always like to have it close to my skin and on the wrist. I don't like it to wiggle. I don't like it to move around, and that provokes comments to say, "Hey, you know, are you wearing it so tight?" Yeah, but that's just to my liking. We have nice keepers there, which actually help to to keep it all nice and tidy. The strap is long enough. Even on the 8-inch wrist, I still have a little bit of not too much, not too excessive strap overlap there. And buckle is nice and matte black with this stainless steel little tongue. So let me know what you think about this watch, and then I guess that's more or less all about this. Over and out. See you next time. Bye. Thanks. By the way, if you like that, please subscribe. Like and subscribe. Thank you.